Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Asia. It is Andrew here again, present to you another new videos. This video I would like to talk about another crypto projects which is Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is currently at the 5th place, and it has a same supply of Bitcoin. Why? Because it is a hard fork from Bitcoin. What is a hard fork? Hard fork means the developers have made certain changes or upgrade in the code of their protocol. So after the hard fork, the blockchain is split to two. So Bitcoin actually already have several hard fork before. There's at least more than 5 or 10 hard fork. Some is pretty successful. How do you measure successful is the amount of support from the community, and it will cost the price to search. So of course it is come with the value of the price. There's these two determine the success of a particular hard fork project. So one of the most successful hard fork project in Bitcoin is Bitcoin Cash. All right. So it is have only 21 million supply in the market, which is a very is way less than the 1 billion that I mentioned. It is a really small supply, and currently it hovering at 300 USD range. So if we look back to the history, all right, the hard fork is in 2017, I still remember. So if you own one Bitcoin in your Bitcoin wallet, you will automatically get one hard fork coin free, which means way in 2017 during the hard fork, if you own one Bitcoin in your wallet, you will get one Bitcoin Cash. If you own 10 Bitcoin in your wallet, you will get 10 Bitcoin Cash. All right, just that simple. It's literally so-called free money. Okay, and once it launched, the coins is hard fork. At the time, the price is hovering between 500 to 200. So it is really a good buy recently, which it dropped to lower. My gosh, anyone should really look into this. So okay, we get back to the past, which is 2 years ago. So in August 2017, okay, when it's launched, is hovering around 200 price, and then at the end of the year it surged to 4,000. I still remember that night when it surged, I was in a cafe and I watched the surge of Bitcoin Cash. It is crazy, right? Surge to 4,000. So from 200 to 4,000, how many times gains? Do your maps. I think more than 20 times. And then of course it fall back during the bear market entire 2018, and recently it dropped to $120 around there, which is even lower than when the hard fork is executed in 2017. So literally this is the lowest price already in the entire history of Bitcoin Cash. So now it's jumped back to around 300. Okay, who is the founder of Bitcoin Cash? He is Roger Ver. Okay, if you are in the crypto space, you will know who is Roger Ver. If you don't know who it is, either you are a beginner or you really don't do much study at all in the crypto space. So Roger Ver is himself is a early crypto investor and adopter. I think his first Bitcoin is gave by a guy called Tracy Mayer. Trace Mayer introduced him about Bitcoin, if I'm mistaken, and after that he's learned about Bitcoin, and then he is one of the early businessmen who run or founded some business related to the Bitcoin ecosystem. And he's pretty much over the 8 years a full-time Bitcoin promoter. I do not like to use the word evangelist, but he very much is a Bitcoin promoter. Voluntarily promote for people to use Bitcoin, to adopt Bitcoin. Of course, he is a really early investor or in Bitcoin. I think at least he hold more than couple of more than 10-20,000 of Bitcoins, who knows, or even more than 50,000. No one knows how much he hold, but the story begins when all the while he promote Bitcoin very much until the year 2017, when the bull market kicks in, which I mentioned in the previous video before, in Bitcoin video. I talk about Bitcoin from fast and cheap go into slow and expensive in 2017, which when this happened is really go to a direction that away from what the Satoshi Nakamoto vision is, which actually Bitcoin, if according to the white paper, supposed to be a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, right? So what's the definition of cash? Means I'm in front of you, I pass you cash directly. So literally you see your money real time. So you want to have the impression of cash in digital form, the speed of transaction must be fast and must be near to zero transaction fee or very less transaction fee. Because if I hand my cash to you, actually I do not, it do not charge the other person any money for me passing my cash in front of her or him. So at the time I mentioned that Bitcoin in 2017, because the price has gone too high, and the Bitcoin network is become kind of slow. So at that time, Bitcoin, whenever you want to send a Bitcoin, you only can receive it in half hour or 1 hour time. So it's really slow. It defeat the purpose of the Satoshi white paper, or what is supposed to be. And perhaps Roger Ver at that time, he really wanted to, you know, further improve the Bitcoin technology. I think he have some argument with developer or something. I do not follow the story very much, but end up some of the community in the Bitcoin hated him, and he also hated to, you know, that he complained that some of his comments or advice to the developers or to the Bitcoin community been rejected, and it's been hated, and he's not longer popular or be likable in within the Bitcoin community. So he himself said that, and from there, think not sure before that or after that, he partnered with, I think, Bitmain CEO, and he himself started the hard fork with a bunch of developers and from Bitcoin. So they do the hard fork, and there you go. Bitcoin Cash launch in 2017 around July. So Bitcoin Cash is 8 MB, have 8 MB block size at that time. Now I think it's upgraded already. Don't know, not sure it's 16 or 32 MB. Not really sure, but once when it's launched, it's really this particular crypto project is really back to what Satoshi vision is, which is electronic peer-to-peer cash. It's become cheap and fast, but the brand is not Bitcoin. So Bitcoin have 10 years old already, so it has its very own strong brand, especially when you see Bitcoin is like the father of all crypto, and it represents Bitcoin itself. The brand represents certain motivation or certain iconic spirit which push the entire crypto forward. Is literally a brand that pushes everyone to go forward. So Bitcoin Cash with a cash behind it, somebody call it B Cash. Roger Ver didn't like people to call it that way. And back to the story is Bitcoin Cash, when it's launched, a lot of people have quite good impression actually. If not mistaken, I think that at that time the overall Bitcoin community is still okay with Roger Ver until sometimes after the coins launch, where Roger Ver himself promoted Bitcoin Cash really he has gone very far. I mean, he pushes Bitcoin Cash really hard, even at the extent that say that Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin, which have the real Bitcoinness means in terms of characteristic, in terms of speed and the transaction fee. So which I think is he's right, but I mean, you still cannot say that it is Bitcoin because let's take an example. There's shoes, let's say Nike shoes, and another shoe created by China brand and China factory. We created the same shoe like Nike. Both shoe have the same color, same design, same comfortability, or even the one that created by China, that particular shoe is even more comfy than the Nike shoe. Probably add a little bit more material, more cushion, and more durable. And of course, you made in China is can be cheaper, much cheaper. So it looks and it function almost 100% same and even much better than the Nike brand. But is it, you can call it, this is the Nike brand. The factory from China can call their OEM brand as this is the real Nike brand. Can they do that? Yeah, they can say that, they can do that, but nobody will not to say believe them. I mean, nobody will take that seriously because it is not. So in some way is we can say that Roger Will in some way is like very much on his own kind of circle. It's like, how to say it, if in Chinese we say it, 一厢情愿. Okay, 一厢情愿. He own self believe so much in his own project Bitcoin Cash that he want others to believe the same way he does, which it keep telling everyone that Bitcoin Cash should be the real Bitcoin, is the Bitcoin. So it's impossible. You can't wash other people's brain to accept your what you say. Is simply not possible. You might get some followers, and but you can't get everyone. Most of the people won't follow because Bitcoin is the original, is it have 10 years age, 10 years of long period of time to he only has established his own brand already. You can't just take it away in a short period of time. It's impossible. And unless your Bitcoin Cash can maintain its USP, unique selling point, which is fast and cheap, can remain or solve this problem for a very long time, which at the same time Bitcoin haven't solved this particular problem, then you might got the chance to replace Bitcoin, to attract more people. But what's the recent situation is Lightning Network already become a success, although it's a second layer solution. So you can argue on Bitcoin Cash is cheap and fast, just execute on chain, do not need to rely on second layer solution. They can do it internally, is cheap and fast. within their own network, their system. So I mean, the normal people in the market doesn't care as long as they experience the same outcome. So which is now people who adopt Bitcoin via second layer solution like the Lightning Network, they can literally send the Bitcoin back to the old days with have a cheap rate and fast, can receive within minutes. Or I see certain demo from the people online is within seconds. So of course it haven't mature yet, but we can see it is near to a fruition of this technology. So now my point is, when the cryptocurrency reach a mass adoption stage, right, people will literally spending money without noticing that they are spending. If fiat currency still exists, the technology will advance to a point that doesn't even have the sense that they are now spending crypto or spending fiat. It might possible to develop on to that stage. So who cares that the underlying technology is using a second layer solution, third layer solution, fourth layer solution? Doesn't matter. As long as it's safe, it solves the problem. Okay, it gives them the convenience. It doesn't, if it is not expensive and it is fast, as long as can solve all this problem, they doesn't care. People simply doesn't care. That's the fact, that's the reality. So I just want to spend some time explain on this, because I see a lot of people doesn't see this, and they argue among each other. Again, is the same as what I mentioned in the previous video in XRP. If you support free market, if you support freedom of speech, if you support decentralizedness, you do not have to throw at each other. Let's work together. As long as all of us is in the crypto community, okay, I do not want to say enemy, but our common competitors is the traditional financial institution, is the banks. So let's work together in the crypto space. Let's together improve the entire crypto ecosystem, rather than waste time and throw at each other. Let's be more mature. And do you ever see XRP Brett Garlinghouse trolling at other crypto project? He never does that, because he's a standard kind of corporate person. He's know this is a business, this is he's doing. You need to do his work well. He's less okay, you know what I mean. I don't want to elaborate more on this. And let's back to Bitcoin Cash. So Roger Ver is a really interesting person, in my opinion. At least although a lot of people dislike him because of the way his intention. I can say his intention is good, but I don't know what's the scene behind. Whether really he do the hard fork is for improving the entire Bitcoin technology, or there's certain hidden agenda that I do not know. But I would like to I like to praise say good job to him also, which he is very much one of the strongest promoter in pushing the entire Bitcoin, the crypto movement. Is one of the earlier, even Trace Mayer doesn't push as much as he is. It's not that Trace Mayer do not want to, it's because the characteristic, Roger Ver is very much a charismatic person. So he did a lot of things, okay, for the community. And yeah, now he's still pretty much active in the community, and he owns a website called bitcoin.com. I think this domain now is worth more than couple of $100,000, just the name of this domain. So that's why this is the value, okay, one of the proof of to the people that say Bitcoin do not mean anything, is zero value, it does not back by everything. Come on, friend, only the name of the Bitcoin, only this domain, do you know how much that does it worth? Let's see. Okay, I just checked it the other day. Bitcoin.com. Okay, bitcoin.com is taken. Okay, you see, if I can check that day, it show the value here, but today it does not show. So let's see. Okay, that day when I see, I don't know how I check, but bitcoin.com is more than few $100,000 USD. Let's see other crap, more secondary name for Bitcoin, right? bitcoinbuy.com, 8,000. Let's see the more higher one. Okay, bitcoinjoy.com, 20,000. This one is Malaysian ringgit. Okay, so okay, Bitcoin, what is this? bitcoinb.net. What? This also costs 40,000 ringgit. Okay, and who will take this name? Bitcoin B, and it's cost 40,000 ringgit. Okay, so I don't know what the value is this, but I still remember I checked before, it's few $100,000. Okay, so only the Bitcoin name, domain name, is worth that much. Why? Because the brand itself. All right, so I will create one of the another video specifically talking what is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a brand, okay, later in a separate video. So he owned this website. So this is one of the community complain about that. They complain that if you misguide people when they come to bitcoin.com website, and then they will thought that Bitcoin Cash is Bitcoin. Okay, so the committee in some way is correct also, because here when they see here is right, buy Bitcoin. Okay, I don't know how does it lead to, I don't to go too details into that, but here he say that he did mention buy Bitcoin Cash, change to buy. Here of course it's still Bitcoin, but here he clearly stated start buying Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Core. It means Bitcoin. Okay, some community doesn't like the core words, so do I. It should be only Bitcoin. So fair enough, this website is, you own the website. Okay, you can, if that thing is owned by you, you can do anything with it. Nobody have the right to comment much on it. Not your not your none of your business, right? So you can do whatever you like, so no problem. Okay, just the problem is the people, they need to do more research before they buy anything. Don't just easily get brainwashed by some people and then just simply buy. So for me, I don't think the Bitcoin, it has so much argument, and you have to have so much argument on the bitcoin.com website, which owned by Roger Ver. Okay, which purchased by Roger Ver. He have every right to do anything he want, as long as it's not like buy Bitcoin and then it force people to perform a transaction to and say, and didn't mention Bitcoin Cash at all, but it did mention BCH. Okay, maybe the website already redesigned. I don't know, maybe the previous website doesn't stated that, maybe, but now it seems okay. Okay, right? So buy Bitcoin, or maybe people expect Roger Ver to change this to buy Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so even this one should be buy Bitcoin Cash. But if you do business, you need some, we call it strategy. All right, or if you are YouTuber or something, you also have what I call, what you guys call clickbait. So it's clickbait, it's very common in the market. It's not is somehow, you can say it's not honest, but it's a strategy. It's a it's a way of marketing. It depends how you want to play it. It clearly stated it's Bitcoin Cash, and it explain the hard fork also. Okay, anyway, Bitcoin Cash pretty much Roger Ver promote this Bitcoin Cash very much in Japan, because he recently stayed in Japan, I think, and he went to a lot of these, what you call, the seminars, exhibition, to become a speaker and promote Bitcoin Cash also. And I just want to finish this video with the latest story is he himself, at the latest stage of Bitcoin Cash, he invited, I think, right, this is the guy that I say he himself declare he himself is he himself is Satoshi Nakamoto, which most of us think he is not. Why, I will explain in another video. And he is same thing, most of the community doesn't like him because of his arrogance, and he keep promoting himself is the founder of Bitcoin, which people do not like it. I mean, even if you're successful, please stay humble, but clearly he is not. So okay, the story is Roger Ver, in the midst of his Bitcoin Cash journey, he partnered with Wright to promote Bitcoin Cash. Okay, and at that time, Wright also promoting Bitcoin Cash, which everybody think they are heading the same direction, but at the end, recently, I think last year, end of last year, they have some argument on the code in Bitcoin Cash. I think either one of them want to upgrade the block size, but one of them doesn't want to remain the original Bitcoin Cash. So again, Bitcoin Cash itself has another hard fork, okay, at end of 2018. Okay, hard fork to two coins, which is Bitcoin SV, BSV, right? It's like a company split to two companies. They don't want to partner anymore. The two partners, they want to split. All right. So Bitcoin SV is belongs to the CrackRight team. Okay, CrackRight. Bitcoin SV. All right. Which the price now is $84. And Roger Weir's team is Bitcoin ABC. Here, Bitcoin ABC. God, where it is? Where it is? Bitcoin ABC. Let's see another website. World Coin Index. Bitcoin ABC. Is it rebrand to another name? Okay, it's supposed to be Bitcoin ABC. Bitcoin ABC. Let's see. All right, this is Bitcoin ABC. What's the price like? Okay, here it is. Bitcoin ABC. $200. This one is belongs to Roger Weir's team. Okay. Wow, very ugly website. Okay. Alright, so this is the latest story of Bitcoin Cash. Although it's have a hard fork, but it's pretty much Bitcoin Cash is still exists because the chain is still there, and Bitcoin Cash clearly have a better brand than the Vietnam here, Bitcoin ABC. Who will buy this? I mean, my gosh, what a name. And Bitcoin, what? Bitcoin SV. Okay, SV stand for Satoshi Vision, right? Okay, so if we look back to the price, okay, what's the, in my personal thought after my analysis here, what's the future of Bitcoin Cash? Pretty much it's just a hard fork from Bitcoin. In terms of adoption or usability, I mean, it just think in that if Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, and Bitcoin ABC doesn't exist, will it affect the entire crypto market? I don't think so. Bitcoin can do the same thing as Bitcoin Cash and the two hard fork from it. Pretty much can do the same thing as these new hard fork coins. only he Bitcoin need to use a second layer solution to improve the speed and cost of the transaction. Okay. Of course, it's already here. The hard fork is already forked, and because it is irreversible, it is unchainable, so you cannot shut it down. It will obviously exist until, I don't know, number of years. But from this point of view, that I mean, really, the Bitcoin Cash site really do not have any. Since the Lightning Network is launched, Bitcoin Cash site really do not have very outstanding USP, unique selling point, unless Bitcoin Cash site they have the function of extra function of letting people build on their chain. That might bring a difference, but as for now I can't see any USP. And but the thing is, it somehow have a very strong leader pushing it. Each of the team, originally Bitcoin Cash is pushed by Roger Ver, which is a very strong leader. Okay, the company who are successful, you see they have a very strong leader, very strong boss. Okay, like the Virgin group of companies is Richard Bronson. Okay, the Alibaba Jack Ma, and the Tesla is Elon Musk, etc. So you need to have a strong leader, which most of the crypto project doesn't have. But Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin ABC do have one, which is Roger Ver. And Bitcoin SV also have a very strong leader, which is Craig Wright. This is the plus point. And both of them do know their stuff. Roger Ver is a Bitcoin OG, and he have a very strong network, very experienced in this industry, and he is rich. Craig Wright, he's very strong in technical, and he's pretty much also have a few connection, and he really know his stuff, in terms of technical, and he's rich too. So in terms of brand, of course Bitcoin Cash has much better brand name than Bitcoin SV or Bitcoin ABC. So the recent spike, you can see Bitcoin Cash has spiked more than 50%. That is why. It's because of the brand. So in long term or short term basis, how do I see Bitcoin Cash? My price guess or prediction. Okay, it's pretty hard to guess for this one, but I can see from the low supply, the price easily can go up in a short period of time, and it really shouldn't be a problem that it will spike back up to, I do not want to say back to the 4,000. It's really insane, that price, but over 1,000 or even 2,000 should be no problem in 3 years time. So alright, this is my analysis in Bitcoin Cash. Again, it's Andrew here from Crypto Asia. Thanks for listening. Over and out.